I love boxing. I not love training every day, but I love boxing. I love win. It's a life. It's God's will. My task just work, hard work.
Cuba, 4 times? No, 3 times. And 3. 3 times and 12.
Last week?
How many?
Last week was 4. 4. 12, 12, 12, 12.
Today we have to do 5.
5.
Okay, no problem. 12, yeah. 3, 2, 1, whoop, back. One, whoop, back, 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 back. Two.
Half level, not do what I do. Professional boxing is a top level, yeah, but many people not do a lot of smart work. Just sparring, just back, and go home. Not healthy food, not stretching, not recovery, just training. Take money and hey hoo! It's bad. It's not long. You not belong for sport. It's maybe 2-3 years enough. After my career, I wanna live and have.
Go, Mom. I can fly.
Preparation to the fight, it's 12, 16 weeks. Currently, we are in the, of course, special preparation. We are 5 weeks before the fight, and our priority it's the quality of the sparring. Yeah. So the most important are sparring. In the Usyk case, this is, I think, so now 60% of training loads.
This is exercise I don't like. But this is exercise make me strong. With brains. Yeah. Just to with brains. To je polski gangster.
Ja сказал polski manier.
No, Polish gangster. Yeah. Very dangerous guy. You know? Look this guy. All the time, you know, it's like a quiet. You know, it's like a killer. Continue.
Before you started training, you read something and did a prayer. What is that you do at the start and the end of training?
For me, it's very important. It's my life. I say thank you. I ask, give me please power more. I say thank you. Boxing is that to give me power, you know, I relax. It's great. I don't like when people, you know, all the time, yes, like serious, don't smile. It's bad. Listen, God give me life. God give me son, they, people, my friend, acquaintance. Smile, please. It's great.
The clash between Oleksandr Usyk and Rico Verhoeven is taking over headlines, and the combat sports world can't stop reacting to this explosive matchup.
It was literally like those two offers were on the table, and I was like, with my hands in my hair, like, oh my God, what is going on? It's like it's an MMA event live on the first MMA event live on Netflix in Los Angeles, like, whoa, versus Francis Ngannou, let's go. And then fighting Oleksandr Usyk, the undisputed heavyweight champion for the last how many years? Like, oh my God. And then I just thought, like, okay, let's go for legacy. Let's just go for legacy. And I got the opportunity to fight for the WBC Heavyweight World Championship. I was like, let's go. That's a bucket list. That's a bucket list, right?
Well, that'd be wild, wouldn't it? I think Rico's gonna have to boot him in leg or something. Though, if he wants to get any sort of advantage over him, no one can beat Usyk in a boxing fight. I don't care who you are. No one on this planet. He's the best heavyweight on this planet, and he's the best heavyweight of his era. If guys like Tyson Fury and Anthony Joshua can't put a dent in him, no one's going to be able to put a dent in him, I'm afraid. So yeah, Rico will have to throw a few leg kicks if he wants to get one over on him there. But again, Rico's a legend of kickboxing. Guys like that who have paved the way in kickboxing and have been the goats of their generation, they deserve to get these paydays and these sort of chances to showcase what they can do and just to promote themselves and to get some big money and stuff. So yeah, it'd be nice to see, to be fair.
If this was a kickboxing match, he'd kick Oleksandr Usyk's legs off in about 2 rounds. He's been in the camp with the Furies for many years. He spars many rounds with Hughie Fury. He sparred hundreds of rounds with Tyson Fury. And he's been around Peter Fury a long time. Peter wouldn't embarrass himself with taking on a clown. So it lets you know that he can definitely fight. But I just think Usyk's so clever and so wise. 2-3 rounds maximum, he'll have figured them out. He'll have got the timing down to a T. And I think by round 5, 6, he'll be teeing off on him. And he won't know where they're coming from. So he's an amazing kickboxer. He's one of the best. You know what I mean? Listen, I think Ernie Stokes is the best kickboxer ever, but that's up for debate. But he's a strong guy. He's got very, very good hands for a kickboxer. But listen, you're coming into our discipline. No one is ever going to come into our discipline and beat us at it. It's like we can't go into their discipline. If this was a kickboxing match, he'd kick Oleksandr Usyk's legs off in about 2 rounds. But thankfully, it's not. It's a boxing match. And I think, like I said, after that 6 or 7 minute period where he's really difficult and hard to figure out, I think then you'll see.
Oleksandr Usyk versus Rico Verhoeven is close to being signed for May 9th. He's a Glory kickboxer, and he has dominated Glory kickboxing for a long time. He does know how to fundamentally box. He just so happens to have leg kicks and combinations, heavy head kicks, knees in close range. He just happens to have that in his locker. Not to mention he's got every statistical advantage over Usyk. I mean, come on, he's 66-10 in Glory kickboxing, with 21 of those wins coming by way of knockout. He's 6'5", and he's got an 82-inch reach. This will be a competitive fight if it happens. But again, like in most fights when an MMA fighter or a kickboxer crosses over, I think Usyk's experience in the boxing ring will take over. He will be able to switch angles. He will be able to land shots more effectively, and he'll get the win by unanimous decision, or like I said, a very late stoppage.
And some of you might be right here. You're like, oh, 1 second. Oleksandr Usyk's done everything asked of him, whether that be as an amateur, whether that be in the cruiserweight division, and so far in the heavyweight division. Give him one. And I kind of see the argument for that. Look, I'm not saying I like it. I kind of see the argument for it. Tyson Fury had one, didn't he? Tyson Fury had a knock against Francis Ngannou as a heavyweight champion. So I don't see much difference between that and this, although that got critiqued as well. AJ, I guess, had one against Jake Paul. Again, I didn't see... I mean, people were complaining, but he still went and did it. So, look, Oleksandr Usyk has entertained me for, nearly a decade. And I always find it difficult, and I think I said this before in a video, I find it difficult to say anything negative about Oleksandr Usyk, anything negative at all. Would I like him to stay more busy? Yes. Would I like him to fight the next man up? Absolutely. But I don't think I'm going to crucify him.
Rico Verhoeven, and that guy is an absolute beast, to be honest. He's a tank. He's a wrecking machine, a knockout artist. The guy's a monster. But in kickboxing, not boxing. So why would Oleksandr Usyk do something like that? Well, if you know Oleksandr Usyk the way I do, the guy is just one of those warriors. He always admired martial arts and mixed martial arts, dressing up like a samurai and shit like that. Look at his training. His training is strange. And he said many times, him fighting an MMA guy or a karate guy or a kickboxer, that was something that he always does.
To see a little bit more enthusiasm about this. I think most of the folks on the MMA side that I've seen, again, it's very anecdotal. I've not run research. They seem to like it quite a bit. On the boxing side, they're real unhappy. They don't like this one at all. So there's a big divide between the two. Why? Well, number one, as I just mentioned, the WBC title is up for grabs. These sanctioning bodies, bro, they're just so pathetic. By what reason would you ever grant Rico Verhoeven? By the way, this will be his second pro fight in boxing ever. He has one prior to this. A world title opportunity. It just makes no sense whatsoever. And I think a lot of boxing fans, there were times where, by the way, the WBO was threatening to strip Usyk, and there were questions about, what kind of fight was he going to take. Personally, I feel like the guy has earned an opportunity to go get a payday. There are other fights for him to have taken, and what I'm seeing is that the boxing fans kind of wanted him to go down that road. They don't care about him fighting a guy who is, in all likelihood, hopelessly overmatched. But nevertheless, me personally, hey, listen, is there a fight out there that I really need to see him in, that just, that an itch that has not been scratched? Deontay Wilder, or another fight with Fury, or Anthony Joshua, or Dubois? Not really. I mean, I know there are some heavyweight fights going on out there. Fabio Wardley's got a fight coming up and whatnot, but I don't know. It's just, no. This is, to me, I understand if you're a boxing fan, this is why on earth would you care about this? But as someone who comes from the more MMA side, and kickboxing is closer to MMA as a community, as a culture, than it is the boxing side of things. I'm not saying that kickboxing is not closer to boxing in terms of the techniques used as a sport. It's in a ring, there's similar kinds of gloves, there's no takedowns, blah, blah, blah. But culturally, kickboxing is closer to MMA, which is why I think you're seeing some of this split reaction.
Mad at the fight. In fact, I think the fight is going to be a fun one. I think Usyk's probably going to wash Rico, but hey, you never know. Francis walked in there, knocked down Tyson, jiggled his balls in his face, and ended up almost beating him. So yeah, I'll watch this. It's an entertainment fight. It's a crossover fight. And while I think that Oleksandr Usyk has bigger fish to fry in the heavyweight division, when KBL is a mandatory, I thought, for Oleksandr Usyk, there is, for other sanctioning bodies like the WBO, you have Fabio Wardley and Daniel Dubois. You have that fight about to happen, so the winner of that is going to, I thought, fight Usyk. And then you have Tyson Fury waiting in the wings. There's Moses Italma waiting in the wings. There's a lot of odd stuff happening here with the sanctioning bodies. And I'm going to tell you this now. This is what leaves a sour taste in my mouth about this fight. The sanctioning bodies are going to, and they already are, digging their own graves with stuff like this. They are. They are digging their own graves, because the more they do stuff like this, Rico Verhoeven, no reason, no business he should be fighting for a heavyweight championship in boxing. Yes, in kickboxing, very different. Him coming over and fighting for this, and essentially his second boxing match, Rico fought a guy named Janos Finfera and knocked him out cold. I mean, like I said, it's a crossover fight. If you want to say, Look at what all Usyk has done for the heavyweight division. He fought the best of the best. He ran laps around the division, so he deserves a fun fight. That's fine. I don't really have any problem with that. I didn't have a problem with watching Tyson Fury and Francis Ngannou. I said, you know what? I'm excited for the fight. I'll watch the fight. I'm excited for this fight.
Oleksandr Usyk has delivered every single fight that us fans have demanded from him. And some he's delivered twice over. If he wants to have a little bit of fun with a legend from a different combat discipline in an unbelievable setting for a boatload of cash, crack on, pal. But the fact that the WBC will reportedly sanction this as their heavyweight championship of the world is absolutely diabolical. They have an interim champion in Ajit Kabayel. They have 15 ranked fighters that have been paying their sanctioning fees. To completely overlook them and entertain this is exactly why I supported Terence Crawford and Shakur Stevenson for not paying their WBC sanctioning fees. They make it up as they go along, and boxing doesn't need.
The cameras are rolling, and this is DAZN Uncut, raw, intense, and completely unfiltered. Oleksandr Usyk has officially switched into war mode, and it's unlike anything we've seen before. Inside the gym, there's no music, no distractions, just pure focus. Every punch Usyk throws echoes with precision and purpose. His footwork sharp, his speed unreal, but it's the aggression that's shocking everyone. This isn't the calm. Tactical Usyk fans are used to this as a fighter preparing for battle. Across from him stands a completely different kind of threat, Rico Verhoeven. Known as the king of kickboxing, Rico brings size, power, and devastating striking. And Usyk knows exactly what's coming. Sources close to DAZN say this footage wasn't meant to go public, but now that it has, fans are losing their minds. You can feel the tension building. This isn't just a fight, it's a clash of worlds. Boxing versus kickboxing. Precision versus power. And if this training footage is any sign, Usyk isn't coming to outpoint Rico.